AskReddit by GSV. No fixed abode. If Trump is arrested, how do you think his supporters will react? My boss will respond by ranting and then follow up with continuing not knowing how to rotate a PDF. Deleted. Probably surprised. Considering the number of times people claimed he'd be arrested and he wasn't. I'd be surprised too. Deleted. His mugshot will be the dankest meme of all time. And the height and weight stats as part of the booking process. This was his plan all along. It's part of 100-dimensional chess. It's also that the other guy can get really arrested. This is probably the most realistic amongst the Q crowd. Add the word cabal and vampire somewhere in there. Not sure, but I feel like we'll finally get a true understanding of what the battery life on a rascal scooter is. They are merely the pawns, a distraction for the higher levels on the chessboard. I expect to hear several mentions of Hunter Biden's laptop. It's funny how people will say someone else broke the law, so Trump shouldn't go to jail. It's like you're on trial for murder and your main offenses are other murderers. Lots of social media posts with excellent punctuation and factual information. And lots of the in your car screaming at your phone acting tough genre of TikTok videos. There will be bloodshed in the streets. The heavens will open and fire will rain from the sky. Entire civilizations will be destroyed. The world will be plunged into darkness. People will resort to cannibalism. Demons will emerge from the depths of hell and consume our children. Brendan Fraser will get his Oscar revoked. It will be chaos and madness. Human sacrifice. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria, ha 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 ha. I expect them to let the judicial process play out and hold off on any highly emotional response until the case has concluded and prosecutors have had an opportunity to explain their side of the story. After all, Trump supporters are famous for being calm, well-informed, and level-headed. I didn't think it was satire until I got to let the They'll whine on social media and wait for Fox to build them a counter-narrative they can run with. They'll blame wokeness and the usual targets. Then they'll claim exoneration when he's released on his own recognizance in a few days. The only interesting question is what DeSantis will do. If he muddies Trump's extradition from Florida, he could get in trouble with the feds. If he lets the Manhattan DA take him, then he risks the wrath of MAGA. Ooh, that will be fun to watch. They will blame everyone except the guilty party. They'll make excuses for why his crimes are not really crimes. They'll point the finger and try to say other people who haven't committed crimes are criminals. They'll attack law enforcement and DAs and demand to defund them. Then they'll claim to be the party of law and order. Loudly and ineffectively. Loudly on the web. Ineffectively on the streets. It's baffling that he still has supporters tbh. How many people cared about George W. Bush after he left office? I miss the days when the president left office and we all forgot about them. His simps are still hanging on. It's sad. I have an acquaintance who's borderline obsessed with Trump. Trump profile pic on FB, MAGA covers, regular Trump posts, the whole thing. We're European. The man's cult of personality is utterly baffling. I've stopped trying to predict the actions of people whose mindsets are completely outside my capability to understand. They'll probably throw their life savings at him, hoping their extra $5 is the thing that keeps their billionaire superhero afloat and free. As the party of law and order they will act civilly and respect the process, of course. Rush to buy yet another truck flag sticker to tell everyone around them how they feel about it. Man, I've long thought about starting a bullshit MAGA swag business to sell Dumbus shirts and stickers and donating some of the money to the Dems, but that just sounds like a lot of fucking around and the market is already saturated. It would be really funny though. He once said he could shoot someone and not lose any voters. They won't bat an eye to anything he does and instead condemn those who point out his flaws. Not tip at Golden Corral. No joke, storm a federal prison to let him out like some French Revolution thing. It's not storming a federal prison when half the guards are on the same side. Depends on how much Fox News says they should be outraged, since they are incapable of forming an opinion without being told what it should be. A lot of angry Facebook posts. A few idiots who try to riot and get shut down quick. Hunter Biden laptop memes followed by Hunter Biden laptop conspiracies followed by Hunter Biden laptop stories. Most of them will be bitchy but fine. It's that small fraction of radicalized, mentally ill, and disillusioned that have the potential to resort to acts of violence. Based on our conservative chatter, the right ain't gonna do shit. They saw that Donnie didn't lift a finger to help the J6 insurrectionists and revealed that he cares about DJT first, foremost, and last. This despite him sitting on a huge stack of donor cash and purportedly being a billionaire. That bridge is burned. If they riot or try to blockade an arrest warrant, then respond with de-escalation and patience. Get the Secret Service we are paying for to arrest him and hand him over for escort to wherever he needs to go for processing. Wait, is he on the verge of being arrested, but like for real? Supposed to on Tuesday, according to him. I wouldn't count on anything though. But if it does happen, I'm having a party. A lot of noise, but no actual significant action. A lot of threats, but also a lot of glancing over their shoulders to make sure they aren't the ones going first. Probably shit themselves in anger and blame it on the wrong people. I'm a former Trump supporter and the furthest thing from a liberal, but his supporters are fucking batshit. Since I don't see too many people like you, I'll take the opportunity and ask, who is your preferred 24 Republican candidate? I'm sure they will calmly and rationally analyze the situation and conclude that even though they might like his policies, the evidence shows that he likely violated the law and should be held accountable. Lol, Norrid's going to be a fucking dumpster fire.